Hi boys and girls, look where I'm at today. I'm back in our classroom and we have some history and science things to talk about. First things first, have you ever been on a fun road trip to somewhere in the United States? I have. One time my family and I drove all the way to Maine. That is by an ocean, so we had to drive in the car for over 22 hours. That's a very long time. But along the way we saw tons of different fun things, like we saw the ocean, we saw mountains, we saw a desert. There are so many cool things that God put in our world. So today we're going to talk about those places, special places that are different than others. And before we get to that, we need to review our continents. So will you go ahead and do our continent chant with me? Ready? Earth has 7 continents. I can name them all. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. Let's do it one more time together. Ready? Earth has 7 continents. I can name them all. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. So there are 7 continents, or big pieces of land, that God placed on the world. And each of those places is very special. And you know what? On each of those continents is a special kind of habitat. Do you remember what a habitat is? We talked about it when we were together a long time ago. A habitat is a special place where different animals live. So we're going to go ahead and review habitats right now. A habitat is a natural place that an animal lives. Where is this zebra right now? He is on a safari. Now, would it be natural or make sense for a zebra to live in cold Antarctica? No, that would be silly. It would make no sense. That's because God made special places for every animal to live. There's a beach. What kind of things live on a beach? Crabs, and you find seashells and clams there, and seagulls. Caves. You know what live in caves? Bears and bats. Ponds. Around ponds you might see a deer drinking or fish swimming. Rivers, you can see bears by rivers catching fish. You can see plenty of different animals there. Rainforests. Now rainforests are special because God made certain animals to be able to live there. It rains a lot in rainforests. We see frogs there, and also special kinds of lizards. Prairies, do you remember our groundhog story? Lots of special things live in prairies. Mountains. God made animals who can climb mountains, like mountain goats, and he also made birds that nest up high in mountains. Forests, let's think. Moose and turkeys and deer, tons of fun things, and we have lots of forests around us in Wisconsin. Oceans, whales and fish and sharks. Grasslands. Now a grassland is a lot like the safari that I was talking about with the zebra. So zebras and lions. Arctic seals and walruses and polar bears. Now what kind of things live in a desert other than cactuses? Snakes and lizards. Each habitat is special, and God made habitats for specific animals. And we are going to spend some extra time these next days going over different habitats, learning about things that live there and answering important questions. So in the next video, we are going to start talking about our first habitat. For now, let's go ahead and review our continents one more time. Earth has 7 continents. I can name them all. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. God made special habitats on each one of those continents. And next time, we'll start talking about our first one. See you later.